It's loading. Okay, hello everyone. We're having another Embracing the Natural Hair Forum, and we will be addressing the stigmas on short hair and more. I'm Tyrese Taylor, and my co-host is
Erica Johnson.
And our special guest today is
Aliyah Allen.
And we'll just start our discussion with, we know that you have a podcast, Aliyah, and we'd like to know what motivated you to start your podcast.
Yeah, definitely. My podcast is called Aspiring to Inspire You. And originally, I created a blog called that. So, covering like all multiple topics. And then I decided with the pandemic, like a lot of us were stuck indoors. We weren't talking to the people that we're close to. So I wanted to make it more personable. Sometimes people don't like to read, which they should. But I was like, why not start a podcast? It's, you got to move with the trends. So I was just like, podcasts are really big right now. I asked a lot of my friends and they were like, yeah, it'll be so much better to be able to, hear your voice, and you can bring on guests and just talk about different topics, and it can just be more personable. And I think right now with, the pandemic and, mental health and anxiety, because all this crazy stuff is going on, it feels fun, like just to be able to have a community to talk to people. And it's just, every topic is like different, it's just inspiring to inspire you, whether it's about your natural hair journey that me and Tyrese did together, or it's about aspiring to inspire you to have, take care of yourself, or, it's different topics, and just basically helping people get through whatever they're going through at that moment. But it's very fun for me just because I get to, collab with other people who are just trying to help other people too. So it was really fun to, really dig deep and think about what I should, talk about. And a lot of my friends and people I knew inspired me to just, go for it.
That's awesome that you have that community, and it's great that you bring up topics that are really pertinent during this time. Yeah. So I think we should definitely tap in and listen to all your videos and all your podcasts and just dig into that blog and read through all the content you have.
Thank you.
I noticed you have a new haircut. It looks really nice on you. What inspired you how does the haircut make you feel?
Honestly, it makes me feel so like, I just feel like me. I don't know how to explain it. And I think as I grew up, we didn't see that much representation. Like, I'm 25 and now we're finally seeing that representation on screen. And what inspired me to get this haircut, and I don't have a perm or any nothing like that in my hair. I'm really big on just natural hair journey, even though I have like cute little curls in there. Taking care of my hair is so important to me right now. I really recently partnered with an anti-aging vegan company, and I'm using like a really good hair routine that, helps with hair growth. And I was just like, why not just start fresh? I went to a natural hair specialist in LA, and she's actually was talking to me about how it's so hard to get clients because no one's in that mind space of, natural hair, definitely in California, just, kind of like wigs and braids and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. Like,
it is true.
It's just dominant on just, lace wigs and all that stuff, which is fine. But a lot of times we really mess up our hair from putting that stuff on our head, whether it's putting combs in our hair, we're, losing our edges. And then it's kind of like we just keep buying it because our hair is messed up. And I was just like, I don't want to keep going through that trend of just not taking care of my hair, and having it's not that I don't have good hair. I just am I was just lazy because I was just like, oh, it's hard, So I was just like, how I feel like it's work, taking care of your hair, but it's so much fun to see the process. And I'm just like, my hair grew a lot, and I just went through, I was like, let me just cut it so I can just start fresh, because I got a perm 2 years ago and I dyed my hair at the same time, and I lost so much hair. It grew back. Then I got pregnant, had my baby, went through postpartum hair loss. So I went through a lot with my hair. So I'm just like, right now, I just want to take care of it. Not just, throwing on wigs and just not taking care of my hair, which is fine to have protective styles. But I want people to make sure it's, protective styles and then just not wanting to have your hair out. It's two different things, because
that's true.
It's good to know the difference of like, okay, I just don't feel like doing my hair. And then I just don't feel like my hair's in, or it's not, I don't feel comfortable in my own skin. And I had to really think, is that why I'm not wearing my hair out? Is it because I don't feel comfortable wearing my hair out? Or is it because it's just, it's hard to manage. And I really never gave the chance to manage my hair. So it was really being comfortable in my own skin. So for me, it was just like, no, like you're beautiful with your hair. You got to love your hair. I'm reading hair love to my daughter every night and I'm not wearing my hair, So it's just like kind of like that mental connection of just like, what is she going to think? I'm telling her hair love and she's not,
Right.
And I'm not representing what I'm saying. So that was really big for me and why I decided to go through this, big chop and just embrace my hair.
Yeah, that's powerful. That's so important to embrace ourselves as we are. And yes, hair is a part of it, but it's more than just that. It's about just feeling connected to ourselves the best we can.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I can definitely relate to you in the aspect of laziness because that was my issue first started. I was just like, man, I don't feel like twisting out. I don't feel like detangling. And it's just like, that's part of the process. You have to put in the work if you want to see the results. So, yeah.
Your hair is beautiful. I love it. Embrace that hair. Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Like when you're saying how you had your hair cut and it felt liberating, I can agree with how liberating it feels to like get rid of all the old ends and feel renewed and starting fresh in a way. So I think it's a great feeling. It's very powerful.
Yeah, so powerful. And it's just fun too. Like I feel like, I'm just walking around like I'm cute, like my hair's short, and it's not that I wouldn't say it's not maintenance because it is work with short hair still. But, and I still like there's one day it started raining and I was like, oh, I just want to put my hair back in braids. And it's like, no, just go buy some beanies, get an umbrella, you're fine. Like, it's not that big a deal, because I was just like, I want to keep, embracing my hair. Like it's so easy just to put on some braids, So
yeah,
I just want to have my hair out right now and just embrace it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what has your journey been like overall, starting out from your first time going natural to now?
I would say when I thought I was going natural, when I got my perm and dyed my hair, that's when I thought I was, but that's still not natural because and my hair was like virgin hair. Like I never had a perm. So I kind of just messed it up,
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I just started from there and did what I did now. But it's a learning process. But I would just say if you want to go natural, stay away from the toxic products, stay away from the chemicals, all the stuff that's made to destroy our hair. Because my first time trying to go natural, but really not understanding that, it was a bad experience because it was still kind of manipulating my hair, and, putting bad chemicals in it and things like that. So I definitely recommend if you want to go natural, just really look into what you're using on your hair and, going to the right people. Sometimes it's good to find stylists, that know our hair type, not just going to anybody and, just educating yourself because there's so much education around our hair and how to, make it grow. And it's just so much stuff. So I really I'm educating myself here now to make sure I'm doing the right stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When you said you had chemicals, was it like a texturizer or did you perm it or I'm not sure?
It was a perm, the white stuff. My mom used, I believe it was like a relaxer,
Yeah.
And I never had it, but she did it for me, but I ended up getting that. And then I went home and I dyed my hair. So it was just too much, it was a lot on my hair and it was all bad, but it was cute until my hair just it started to lose it around my edges. And I was just like, yeah, I can't ever do this again. And then, once you grow your hair, you gotta kind of have to grow it out unless you just shave it out. So I kind of went through that process. And when I went to get my hair done about a month ago in January, she ended up just cutting off all the ends, which, cutting off all the bad hair. And and then when she was done, it just felt so good. I was like, yeah, it looks brand new. There's nothing left, toxic.
Yeah.
So it was a good experience to just chop it off.
Yes. Speaking of with your hair being shorter, do you have a favorite way you detangle it now or?
I have my routine and I do have this spray. It's called an unknot detangler. And I used to use it with my braids, but now I can just put it in my hair. But I like to just use hair masks that I use. I use this Replenish hair mask and I use this unknot detangler. Really big on moisture in my hair because, you know, our hair needs moisture. So, you know, if I'm like, these products aren't working for me unless I feel that moisture and stuff. So I just, you know, it's all about trying, making sure you find the perfect stuff, but just using the right products. So then you fill your hair. You don't even have to get spray, you know, it automatically feels detangled, you know.
That's true.
Based off of the products you use. So, you know,
It does make a difference.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that, because for the longest time when I first went natural, I was like recommended a few products and I just used those and I didn't really deviate from it. But once I tried different things, I'm like, okay, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. So it does really make a difference on the products because they have different contents. And based on those contents, they work better for different hair types. And I don't know why I didn't think about it like that, but it really does make an impact.
Yeah, I'm guilty too. I was a product junkie when I first started out. But eventually I found that thing or one or two things that worked for my texture. So do you have any like products in particular that you like use that are like your favorites, your go-tos for detangling?
Right now, well, I'm actually partnered with Modern Nature. I'm not sure if you guys, I know Tyree's heard of it, but I actually have like a straight routine, so I don't mix different brands anymore. But I am using a replenish mask right now, and I love it for moisture. Literally just like it just straight moisturizes your hair. And then the Unknot Detangler is amazing. And I'm really big on the oils. I love hair oils. I have this Rejuvenate oil that I use, which I use for like my skin and my hair. And I also use this hair growth brand as well. And it's like, I hope I say it right, Chevy oil. I use that brand too because I know with oils, I try not to like overuse it because then I have to buy it again. So I have two that I love and they help with like moisture and all that. But I don't know if you guys ever tried the Chevy. I hope I'm saying it right. Like
Chevy powder, I think.
Chevy oil or the powder. But I've heard of it and I was like, let me try it.
Yes, I have a shampoo actually that I sell with the powder. It's good.
Yeah, I love the oil. So I do the Rejuvenate oil on my scalp, like my edges, and then like I do like deep treatments with that, like hot oil treatments, and then I switch it up like every other day, and I use the Chevy kind of oil. And that one's mixed with different oils too, so it's not just straight that. It comes in a little bottle, but I love it so much, and it's a lot stronger, like the smell. But it's like a hair growth oil too, and I just love anything that says hair growth. So I'm like, let me
right.
Right.
All big on the hair growth.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Yeah, we're trying to get that length.
Yes. I'm like, I started here, so my journey from now is just gonna, I get to share that with everybody, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's some advice that you would give to your daughter as she grows up with her natural hair?
Like I told you guys, we literally read Hair Love to her all the time. And it's her favorite book, which is so cute because, well, I like to get her books that show little Black girls, little Black boys. Like, that's kind of how we are. Like, if you're watching something, we're for diversity, but like at this moment, it's just like, we didn't have this when we were growing up, so I'm giving it to her. So like, I would tell her like, just to love her hair. Like I put her hair in little curly fros and little pom-poms and just like, I just want her to know she never has to wear anything. Like your hair is beautiful. She has curly hair, kind of like you, Tyrese. And it's so cute just watching your hair grow. And I just really take care of it because I feel like it's just a process, not over putting too many products in her hair, just letting her hair grow. She's a baby. So just not doing too much. Because, some parents are like, I want my baby's hair to grow. And they just start doing too much. Like, no, I really leave her hair alone. And I notice it grows so quick just from doing little stuff, not using like toxic products on our hair because babies, their hair are way more sensitive than ours and, things like that. So just making sure I'm using good products on her hair. But other than that, I just leave it alone. And I would tell her just to love her hair, embrace it. She's going to see me embracing it. So I know she'll understand that. And I'm going to keep showing her representation. I'm going to just keep showing her women that look just like her and letting her know that our hair is beautiful. It was literally, it's not us that were told, we weren't telling ourselves our hair wasn't beautiful, So we have to reprogram our mind. So that's just what I'm going to do for my baby. Just letting her know, just love yourself. Her hair is so cute and curly and, You know, even if it wasn't curly, her hair would still be beautiful. Her hair is more like her father's, but you know, it's still our hair type. And so many curly hair girls have been told that their hair wasn't beautiful and that they need to straighten it and all that stuff. So definitely letting her know, like, whatever she does with her hair, her own hair type is beautiful, you know. So
that's so good.
Yeah.
And it's great for instilling that in her so early. Gonna grow, already know that. So
and she literally grabs the hair love book and she puts her face into it and stares at the little girl like, oh my God, you know. So cute. So I'm just like, I love that, you know. You know, just teaching, you know, babies, if you teach them the way they should be, they will keep, you know, grow up and be like that and understand, like, you know,
right
now
raise up a child.
Raise up a child how they should be, and they won't depart. Is that the saying? They won't depart from that.
That's a word.
If you could go back in time, would you cut your hair all over again?
Oh yes, definitely. I probably won't cut it, maybe the ends, but because I want it to grow. But I definitely would, you know. And I didn't go in there thinking I was cutting my hair, so I was just like, what should I do? You know, I was like, tell me what will work for me. I had some photos saved of work that she's done before, and she was just like, you know, I think this will be best for you, you know, to just cut off all the bad ends and start fresh. And I was like, okay, I trust you. I was nervous, you know, watching all the hair fall off, you know, but she wouldn't let me in the mirror. She was like, stop trying to peek. And I'm just like, oh, this is so funny. Because I couldn't see what she was doing the whole time. She was like, don't peek. So it was intense, but it was a beautiful journey. And I'm excited. And I love the lady. Like, I'm going to keep going back to her. And, you know, she does like perm rods and all that fun stuff. So I'm just like, you know, I'm not really big on putting too much heat on my hair. So I really want to start doing the perm rods and, you know, just doing the curls and having fun. Yeah. I know I try to do perm rods myself, but my hair I just need someone to do it for me. Like in the back.
Yeah.
The front is easy, but the back I need like that stylist hand. It's just
That's true. There's nothing like a stylist because they can get the hair exactly how it needs to be got. That's the crazy way to say it, but you know what I'm trying to say. Because like it's hard to reach the back of my head. So putting perm rods in like I had previously was really hard for me to do it. But if a stylist did it, I understand it's so much easier for her to get you right back there, you know?
Yeah.
They have that special touch.
They just know it's magic. I'm just like, this doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like. So, I want to go back to her and get it done. And, you know, I've been looking at different stylists just because it's expensive, you know, like going back on time. Realistically, it's money you have to put into it. So, you know, I'm just like, you know, maybe just special occasions, but I really want to go back and do the perm rods.
Yeah, but we're happy you were able to join us for the talk. That's all we have for today. And I wish you well on your journey and growing your hair and just talking with your daughter about her hair and everything that's important.
Yes. Thank you so much for being a part of this video.
Thank you guys. I had so much fun. Thank you for inviting me.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.